You guys ever been to Thunder Penis Bay?
I have not.
I have not.
I heard there's a guy there with some junk that shoots lightning bolts at people. Anyways, we are live. Welcome to D&D, the Ilderon Tales. This is Group 1 of the Blades of Honor, for what it's worth. That's your guys' new official name, the Blades of Honor, for what it's worth. Anyways, we have tonight Ben controlling Stormir. We have oh man, I never did check to see if Wesley was here. I saw his name in there. Wesley, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. We have Wesley controlling Dirge and not me. We got Justin controlling Woody. Wait, say it again, Taylor.
I didn't say anything, I laughed.
Oh, okay. I heard William Wallace.
I feel like Taylor has a consistent audio quality to whatever system we're using. Like everyone sounds awesome and crisp and clear, but Taylor still sounds the same.
Robert. Consistent.
On the other hand, Wesley sounds like he's some sort of ghost or demon.
I thought Wesley had really nice voice quality. He was whispering to me.
Wesley has a wonderful voice.
Go ahead, Wesley.
Thank you, sweetie.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have Taylor controlling Grax. I'm just so off track now. And we have JD controlling Mal. I will be controlling Lantier until Jeff joins tonight. Mal.
Get that dick out your mouth, son.
No, man, we're exploring Thunder Penis Bay tonight. If you guys can, that's probably my favorite name for anything.
I can already tell we're not gonna get anything done tonight. We might just call it.
When do we ever get anything done tonight?
I'm sorry, guys.
Fair.
Somebody named like the entire Tide Gate Thunder Penis Bay. Like, I just love that. like when I was thinking of that region, that is the most culturally compact region there, with so many people just in such a small space. Like that is the Italy or Italian peninsula or whatever it is. It's just Thunder Penis Bay now. All those people just Thunder Penis Bay. But yeah, when we last left Group 1,
they were in the middle of being awesome.
yes, they were actually staying at the Lucky Lass for the night, compliments of Dirge. They've got hired, well, they got semi-hired to do a job. They made a powerful ally who had some rather unsavory opinions about some other powerful people. And Dirge and the rest of Group 1 were conspiring about how to cause this ally, or cause this person some distress, not the ally, the person he doesn't like. The plan ultimately fell upon kidnapping her spouse, and then instead changed to kidnapping 3 different people that you guys didn't like, including her father-in-law, a guy who she doesn't know, and her spouse. Oh, wait, and her, I think. Yeah, and I feel like that's a pretty great place to pick up. There were some other beautiful odds and end things that happened. Particularly, Group 1 picked up a book of... It was a priest traveling with, so yes, I remember. I forgot what I named it. Travels of the Neophyte. There we go. At their disposal, they also have a book of animal husbandry, a book about cooking, a set of love letters collected, and Maud Orcs. I don't remember what that last one meant.
I ate one of the books.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Because
Yeah.
I can't read.
So, we'll pick up from the lucky lass. Everybody is inside their room. Grax just had a terrific 10 minutes in heaven.
Giggity.
Damn
Yeah.
it, I paid for an hour.
Well, no, he got his hour's worth.
Son.
Yeah, as I recall, Grax did horrible on that performance check, and she did amazing. It was like a 5 compared to her 23 or 25. No, I think it was 23.
No, see, I paid for an hour. Somebody's getting an hour.
Yeah.
Get in there.
Grax is like, the flesh
Well,
is
I got
willing,
an
but
hour.
the spirit.
I can't take him seriously with the audio distortion.
I'm sorry.
Sound fine to me, Taylor.
Sound fine to you?
Yeah, and I'm all that matters if I can understand you.
It's Wesley.
It's Wesley. Okay.
There's literally nothing I can do about that. It's a storm. It's storming like really bad here.
I mean, there's a
That's fine.
Teeny tiny bit of-
Wesley every time that you talk.
teeny tiny bit of
storm
roboticness,
here.
but it's completely manageable.
Hmm.
For anybody watching on the stream, I made an 11 by 14 vinyl printout of the map that you can stick on something. I have no idea why I did. My boss said I can print some stuff for free, and so I was like, sure.
That's
And,
actually cool.
yeah, I know.
Can we actually have like a session at your house
That's sweet.
one of these weeks before I move?
Yes, that is something that's open to everyone. I said every group can get one session a month in person if they want it.
What? Every session for the rest of forever?
Not no. Well, I mean, I don't know.
We only play twice a month as it is, so like.
Yeah.
I'm just saying we should do that for a while, like beer and everything.
Yeah, people were coming over for a hot second for group 3 and then they stopped.
Mm.
I think it's because I smell funny. So, I don't hold it
There
against
could
me.
be other reasons.
And you,
but
and
yeah,
you,
that's one
you
of
look
them.
funny too.
Oh man,
You look funny too.
Taylor taking every moment to go in.
Yeah, post the DM. That always works.
Don't know why anybody would contact you on OkCupid.
Hey, she might be watching the stream, Taylor. You know what? That's fine. Grax just got assassinated. You guys don't even know.
Oh well.
Who you rolling
I'm
up
still
next,
salty
Taylor?
about
They're already dead.
something that can last a full hour.
Oh, baby, baby.
Alright, what do you guys want to do? If you want, well, not if you want, we are going to skip to the 31st of Father.
Let's go kill
Because it
some
was
shit.
literally like near midnight.
Aren't we gonna kidnap that guy?
Yeah, that's what
Let's
the
go
plan
kill that
was.
guy. Do it.
I love how you guys decided to kidnap Kyrus. Where do you guys want to look for him at?
I don't know. His house sounds like a good place.
Okay, I gotta roll a check for you guys. Do you know where he lives?
Nope.
He is indeed a turncoat. If your barbarian ability to discern words tells you anything, probably means that he's not from here.
I'm not smart, Brandon. You know that.
Actually, Stormir and Malik are the most educated people in this party.
You say turncoat, and Stormier picks up the tail end of Malik's jacket and starts flipping it around.
Oh, hold on, I don't have my chat open. Let's see. You guys are investigating for Kyrus?
Yeah, I reckon. I mean,
Do we need to roll investigation checks?
do it.
Yeah, I mean,
sounds applicable.
Ah, that's a good start.
Alright, yeah, so... Alright,
Investigation check rolling. Hang on. Pick your sheet up.
I want you guys to know he had a full storyline fleshed out for him
Hey,
that was...
That
man.
20.
supposed to lead you guys around places. I'm gonna roll you a percentage die on that. Just
Roll the percentage on the nat 20. Do it.
yeah. Where would you go about asking for him?
Where all the turncoats hide in town.
I don't know, the shittiest bar we can find.
Thunder Penis Bay.
Wait. Could we ask some military people? Because I'm sure he's wanted.
Okay. Yeah. So with a nat 20, Woody would probably head out that day as you guys split up and start asking around, and would come across probably some pretty important ranking military officials as they're moving towards the Palace District, and ask about them, and he would simply be told, "Oh, wait, yeah, that's the turncoat that Seth was hiding inside of Westwind. Yeah, no one has any idea where he is."
Oh,
For a
great.
second, I
Awesome.
thought that's where the sentence ended.
One more time.
I said for a second, I thought that's where the sentence ended.
Yeah, that he's hiding in Westwind.
No. That was the turncoat that Seth was hiding inside.
Oh. Oh, baby.
Westwind right now?
Cozy.
Say it one more time.
From Westwind, are we?
You guys started in Westwind. That was the
I knew that.
You need a picture of where Westwind is.
That is the military keep we fucked up. Like,
Yeah, Justin, I just
way
heard
back
you
when.
say I need a and then you didn't say anything else.
Need a map because of the drawing.
Well, you see, Westwind is actually northeast of Thunder Penis Bay. It is actually it's if you go northeast of Thunder Penis Bay and directly north of Penisville,
Holy
the E
shit.
in Penisville, you'll get to Westwind. No, I'm kidding. I'll clean off the map for you and point it out.
Next to the head of the penis. Hey.
Hey, we got a clean slate to draw on.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
That's Westwind right there, right at the base of where those two rivers meet together.
Gotcha.
There is actually a wind for each area of Ardor. They're kind of like the border protection. There's east wind, north wind, south wind, and west wind.
And breakwind.
There's break dancing too.
Hey. So we got to run out there to get him? Or is that where he's from?
That's the last place he was officially known to be. You guys do know you met him. You met him in the mines north of Hellenis, which I'll just draw that with a different color thing. So, red dot. Where you guys met him. And let's get a different color dot. Like dark red. Dark red is where Westwind is.
So I think
Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying that I think Dirk showed up like right after he left.
Yeah, Dirge
Yeah.
showed up when the party had a really fancy spear that no one really talked about, and then a couple days later it just disappeared.
Because we can't have nice things.
Well, you can. Just gotta serve the people who will give you guys nice things. Like, if you guys would have chose to work for Leodine, Ledelia, the guy in charge of the Merchants of the Ruby, you guys would have been decked out right now.
Yeah, but he mouthed off.
Yeah! Sometimes bosses do that.
Hey, what sort of check Is it insight to check and see if I can remember the nature of our conversation before Kyrus left?
If you remember it as a player, you just can. If you need some help on it, it would be I would allow either a history or a intelligence check.
Intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
I
gonna
recall a lot of edge was involved.
I will allow you a wisdom check to kind of discern a little bit of what happened. Because you guys were there and did kind of talk to him. And now you're trying to remember in Westwind or when you ran into him in the near the mines?
The mines. I wanted to remember because he said something when he was leaving.
You
I
can't.
forgot what it was.
You can't quite remember what he said. You do remember he was pretty sad that Stormir had gotten a friend of his injured that he was carrying out.
It was a 14-year-old girl, wasn't it?
It was. She had green hair also, which was just like, "Hey guys, plot." And Gruon's like, "Nah, I don't care." They're like, "Okay, cool." That's
Oh
it.
God,
He's just me.
she was born with pink hair and blue eyes. She's the main character.
Well, I wasn't even there.
Rare for women to have green hair. Can I look around and see any women with green hair currently?
You've probably never seen one. I mean, that's something you can easily investigate, but no, it's not a normal thing.
Okay, so let's start asking, boys.
Now, asking about a green-haired girl will get you a lot more information than where's this dusty old angry man. It's like, oh, you mean the one following you? No, not that one. Oh, you mean the other one following you? No, not that one. It's Turncoat. Oh, you mean that one right there following you?
And
Yeah.
kill him.
That one.
Who has the highest investigation here? Because
That's a
I
whole
think
lot
it's
of
going to be
not
Jeffrey.
Lantier is actually busy today. You guys...
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I guess you guys would probably turn around and not see him.
I'll do it.
Asking around for or somebody.
I rolled an 11.
So
Unless you let me re-roll that.
Never mind.
Nope.
You guys can go someplace else and actually try
Malik
and
is
find out
far
about
too
this.
busy investigating the insides of his anal passages.
Can I give Taylor my inspiration to get that nat 20?
I'm gonna rule you gotta give the inspiration before.
Okay.
But also,
Yes.
I will allow Malik and does Woody? So Woody informs the party to ask about the green-haired girl instead, right?
I was trying to remember. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going
Tell us the
to.
green-haired child.
I'm gonna allow both Stormir and Malik to make a free intelligence check. DC 8.
Oof. That's a high ask.
If you don't have a negative.
Told you.
Oh no! Oh man.
I told you.
You failed.
I rolled 2 6s tonight. What the fuck?
One more 6.
I rolled a 6 and a 15 and a 6 and an 18.
Have you rolled anything over a 6 for like the past several months?
JD, are you gonna roll for Malik?
Wesley, watch it.
This whole the last month, dude. It's been awful.
I
JD,
hate games with dice.
Are you gonna roll for Malik?
Sure.
Believe.
I mean, it's a free roll.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
All right,
There you
there you go. Malik is able to gleam 1 and 1 together and say, "Oh, wait, she had green hair. That's definitely not normal. Probably magic. Perhaps we should start our investigation at somebody who knows something about magic or magical
Or some weird form
people.
of cancer.
Hey, we could go talk to my druid friend.
Can we?
Locate him. He told me to find him anyway. About how I'm gonna do it.
Narel
'Cause he knows magic.
Idelith.
Time I needed some assistance. He's in my marriage circle too, so he would definitely help us if we needed it.
Your man waifu.
I mean, there are men and women there. Come on.
You posted it.
Yeah.
Fine.
To Dirge, like trying to comprehend this, it would be like a very fancy person starting like a clan, like the starts of a clan.
Oh, you don't care about all that.
They say clan, like the clan, or like
I knew this was gonna be somewhere.
like trying to like a tribe of people, or like a like a people
clan
of
warriors or something.
yeah,
Okay.
loosely related. That would
But
be
not
Yeah.
the clan,
not the
clan.
yeah, not the Ku Klux Klan, but
The Ku Klux.
mhm.
Ku Klux.
The
Uh,
Blue Klux Klan.
Here we go. I'm going to read you what it is, just so you can have the proper terminology for it. The marriage tradition of his people is called the Dalyth, Dalyith, and it is commonly referred to as the Bloom Circle. And Ilderon bonds himself by oath to a group of 5 to 10 Brenderai, which is basically high elves and wood elves and other elves. The Ilderon is the matriarch or patriarch of that circle.
Patriarchy.
Yeah, it's probably. Well, no, actually, the governments in the world are pretty balanced as far as matriarchs and patriarchs. And some are neutral, like Ardor and Red Axe both have systems of government that would recognize either.
But
So,
I bet you he would know about him. Or are you guys
busy,
okay
you
with
never cool?
me parting ways for a little while? Because I don't think he'd be appreciative if I brought everybody with me.
We can go visit your man wife.
Yeah, we'll go see your man wife.
Hey, the more the merrier.
I don't want you guys with me.
Well,
Uh,
you can go fuck yourself.
Well, you don't like to share?
They like this chair.
Oh, dear. Fine. Jeez.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure you don't want like 10 angry high elves coming at you.
Ain't afraid no high elves. I mean, if you want to go, cozy up to your man ladies, and that's fine.
That's where I'm gonna start.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. It's all good.
All right, there
Back to the bar,
is.
Brandon.
Oh, to the lucky lass.
Or just, I want to find a group or a druid or two and ask if they know where he is. Not a druid.
Okay.
But,
Well, it
what
would be general knowledge that what he has, as he is an immigrant here. Most elves that leave Alien are hunted and dragged back. Those who don't have like the proper permission to. And the Immigration Council here is actually made up of refugee elves that helps people in that situation. Woody would know that Narel, while here, would be staying with them.
well, I'll start there then.
Alrighty.
I want to go and approach one and be like, I would like to speak with Narel, please.
Okay. The immigration council. Let me pull out the city because I haven't placed their. I haven't placed them on there, and this is me reaffirming my claim earlier today. Prepare a bunch of content, and then you guys literally just like, let's go in this direction. The immigration council would. I'm going to place that in Eileen, which is the city proper. It is between the outer sphere of Somia and the Palace District. So it is northeast of the area you guys entered town at and where you're at now.
Sounds legit.
Okay.
All right.
It's fine. Let's try and get in that direction.
I'm going to roll you a percentage die because I have to. Yeah, going there. The place would actually be where you expected to find a place full of elves and humans, kind of running things. It's mostly half elves and humans here now. They seem a little short-staffed. Nonetheless, a servant bows and says, "We will lead you to his quarters. He is currently out right now."
Do you know when he's going to be back?
She shakes her head and says he's visiting with Lord Orendale.
No, I haven't seen him in a while, but I know one.
She says he's in terrible health. He's not expected to make it to the new year.
That's awful.
And she says, "You know one? Are they safe? They've been going missing lately."
This one actually went missing as well. I haven't seen him in probably 2 weeks.
She nods and says, "That's unfortunate."
Have we?
Nonetheless, she leads you up to his quarters. Waiting in the room for you are 3 people that seem somewhat familiar, as they're probably your husbandos and waifus.
Hello, brethren, and I'm looking for this girl. She has green hair, and that's about all I know.
Man, would they even know?
Would they even?
Yeah. They think for a moment and say, "Green hair. That is uncommon."
Right.
The woman in the room turns to the man who replied and says, "Surely she couldn't have been born green. It must be some effect, some magic."
But someone I'm traveling with thinks too.
Don't call me Shirley.
I'll call you Shirley
Magic.
and you'll like it.
I don't know what magic it could be, and I also don't know where she is, but she's fine because he's done some trouble to us, and we need to, how about avenge, since it kind of sounds similar? Find this guy. I need to find the girl, and she'll lead me to the guy.
Yeah. They
you guys happen to know what kind of magic can turn your hair green?
they look at each other and say, let me actually roll them Arcana checks to see. One of them would know. Yeah, one says, perhaps some, botched abjuration spell? Trying to
Botched.
infuse yourself with, some arcane power and maybe it going horribly sideways?
Well, that actually gives me a little bit of information.
Um,
No one our leader's going to be back, or our big boy.
the woman who replied to you saying that, the man who first talked interrupts her and says, "Abjuration, that's absurd. It'd have to be an illusion. The effects of which somehow
Hold
becoming
up. What are we
permanent."
talking about?
They're arguing
It-
about what magic could permanently turn someone's hair green.
What about transmutation? That seems to be the simplest answer.
Hey, Malik's not there.
Is he not? Where am I? Who am I?
Yeah, Woody's in a room talking to some pretty people.
Right.
Okay.
We don't allow your kind around here.
Well,
I gotta get
Well,
out.
You leave?
I mean, I certainly do.
I'm gonna tell them to ask visit me when he comes back because I need to speak with him.
And they reply with the simple question of, wait, who are you? Wait. Oh, wait, no, we recognize you. Where are you staying?
I've been in what's that city name?
Hellenus?
What's it? Helen? No.
Oh,
No.
Ardor?
I gotta remember this. I gotta roll a check. Hang on. I don't remember the name of the city I'm in.
The city you're in is Ardor. I'm not gonna make you roll for that.
Okay.
This is
I've
the
been
capital
saying-
city of the nation.
Yes.
The penis
Um,
harbor was.
No, Thunder Penis is the enemy nation far. Or Thunder Penis Bay?
Penis Bay.
Oh.
Uh huh.
Yeah, Thunder Penis Bay is the enemy nation far to the west.
I've been staying at the Lucky Lass, but I may be leaving soon. Just I have information about the object that he needed to know about, and he'll find me.
Alright. The woman nods, stands up, and walks to you, putting a hand on your chest, and says, now, dearest brethren, don't soil yourself with lessers.
this bitch.
I've been soiling myself with anyone unless you would like me to soil myself with you.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, she says it wouldn't so much be soiling as it would be celebration.
Okay. Well, how about can everyone here join? Can we have a procreation moment?
A procreation moment.
Let me think
Celebrate
about how they'd
ourselves.
react, because that's not really the point of it.
Just so they wouldn't do it.
Well, I gotta look up notes on this culture, because this is probably the most far off one.
Do it. To procreate.
The men in the room grimace. You could roll a persuasion check.
Would like to roll a persuasion check?
Yeah, but Woody gets the idea that, ooh, that's not how this functions.
Or I mean, how would you want to celebrate, ma'am? I'm not speaking to the men. I'm speaking to the woman.
She says, well, we are out of the homeland. We are free from our duties temporarily. These mortals whose lives flicker like a candle, I believe they... she leans into your ear and whispers, pretty much the description of sex.
Okay.
For fun.
So you want to do it for fun?
And she gestures and says that's what they do here.
Is Woody an elf or a half elf?
He is a wood elf, I believe.
Nah.
I mean, yeah, let's do it for fun then. I mean, I don't have anything else to do right now.
Alright, come find me if... Oh, you know what? Actually, let's instead have sex. Alright, there you go.
Okay. I'll roll a performance check.
How long does Woody stay there?
And I'm out. Like 30 minutes worth, and at all times. That's my name. So.
Please
Oof.
never believe it.
Check. A terrible
So-
performance check.
Here's the thing. You rolled a 3 on that check for anyone, for anybody watching. Well, you guys can see that. She rolled a 7. So the one thing Woody starts to notice is she's not good at this. And then Woody distinctly notes, I'm not good at this either. And it's kind of like a half an hour of just awkward pelvic thrusting going on before one of you guys hits the point and is like, what, was that it?
Oh,
I don't see what all the big
yeah.
hubbub's about.
Right.
Oh,
I mean,
dear.
yeah, okay. So we're done, yeah? We're finished? We can go?
She shakes your hand and says, that was an experience. And by shakes your hand, I mean in every awkward imagination of like that scenario of where a handshake is an acceptable goodbye.
The
Yes.
fact that you're getting a handshake afterwards is bad enough.
But yeah, what's the rest of the party been doing while Woody's been gathering information? And you guys, I want you to know information's in quotation marks if you want to go.
Oh, he
Watch the
discovered
stream.
something, all right.
Yeah.
Let's see.
As per my earlier investigation check, Malak is discovering the insides of his nasal passages, apparently.
Unsubscribe.
Same,
I was telling you,
same TBH.
if you want to go on your own to like, well, not on your own, but just actually go talk to NPCs who might have like an inclination about this. That's what you'd go look for. Just the more bad question Malik asks, or the more bad questions Malik asks, the more that thought becomes apparent in his mind. Maybe I'm not talking to the right people.
Can I go investigate down by the docks?
You can. So you guys are just dead set on finding Curious.
Is that what we're looking for?
We're looking for somebody, and that person's gonna get kidnapped.
I mean, I guess we can, but why would we want to? I mean, that guy's...
We're gonna ransom him back to himself.
You guys, Malik's the one who suggested kidnapping Curious last night. This is literally Malik's
I
idea.
don't remember that.
So, if you'd like, I can recap the end of the last session. Malik.
No. I'm gonna... gotta do things.
I mean, Curious is in the world, and he is moving about, and you guys can find him.
But we're asking
I
ourselves
thought we were
why at this
gonna-
point.
I thought we were gonna kidnap that noble lady.
Yes, that was the original plan before Malik showed up.
What?
I don't know, man.
Oh, you know what? I remember what happened.
vodka happened.
Vodka.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I remember that conversation very clearly, and I remember laughing my butt off at the end of your guys' session, because I was about to, like, I'm gonna give them so much bonus experience for coming up with a good plan, nearly on their own, and then Mallet came in and was like, wait, why are we actually doing something that's gonna be effective? Let's go kidnap this guy and ransom her to this lady that neither one of them know each other. And I was like, well, okay.
All right. So
Yeah.
how about back to plan one? Then we like capture Brock's entire family and then ransom them back to themselves.
Yes, that was. I think that was the end point I was trying to get to. So yeah.
Damn it.
Who do we know that doesn't like the rental pause?
You know a lot of people that don't like the rental pause. I will allow a history check, and you will know information regardless. Yeah, I will just tell you how much information. So Malik specifically knows that the rental paws are the only major noble family that don't worship the Four Ascended here. And as such, they are oftentimes despised among zealots. Malik also can put 2 to 2 together and know that there is a group of zealots he's trying to help implode named the Heart of Embers that specifically are within one of the religions of the Four Ascended. That being the Chantry of Discipline.
And we were supposed to stoke or get them riled up, weren't we?
You were.
Heart of Embers. Can we still do that?
I mean, you guys haven't started.
But I mean, it's still available.
Yeah, it's still an option for you.
Nice. So I got a plan for later.
I back yet.
Nice.
Yeah, I imagine as the party just recoups from their just alcohol, wine-inducing, pig-eating, last banging night, and they're like coming to and asking like, "Hey, you know where we can find Karis and his green hair, or Cyrus and his green hair girl?" As they kind of do this in the general area for a little while, Woody would return.
So the information I found, guys.
Yes.
Do anything.
Right. Okay.
They argued a lot.
Well, that wasn't the matter at hand anyway.
You Woody failed you.
I mean, we were paid. Paid. No, we weren't. Yes, we were. Never mind. So, since I guess we're switching gears to actually try to find. Well, first of all, I guess we need to find out where the rental. No, what's her name? The councilwoman.
Anadelia?
Anadelia. First, we need to find out if she's in town and where she's staying. Which might be semi-common knowledge, I guess. If she's. Is the trial still going on?
The trial is over. Seth was sentenced to a private execution.
Okay.
She has not been heard from since.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna try to find out. Where this lady might be, or if she's left town already.
Okay. So it's still decently early in the morning. Not quite getting near to midday or anything. Probably somewhere around 10 a.m. When Dirge goes looking. Does everybody go with Dirge?
I'll go with
Yes.
Dirge.
Sure.
Okay. Lantier is still missing at this point, by the way, too. Um, yeah, it's probably around 10 a.m. When Dirge goes investigating. It's and just on any one or two on any check would tell Dirge that, oh yeah, the Sorrels basically tied to the Nakart family. The Nakarts have a huge estate in town that they never use, so the Sorrels lease it from them.
Okay. I want to sort of make a point, and this may be a minor point, but I feel I need to make it anyway. Dirge generally just wears like his big animal pelt, but he's going to change into more normal clothes for this.
Okay.
So he doesn't
It
stand out as
is.
bad.
Yeah, it is the middle of winter, so it's decently cold outside. So it probably helps keep the pelt around too.
Okay, but he's going to also wear
Yeah.
like normal peasant clothes or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying the pelt is not out of place at all.
Okay, well, never mind then. He is going to leave the hammer behind, though.
Yeah, the pelt with nothing else underneath it is out of place.
But so the Nakart estate, huh?
That is the information Dirge is easily able to glean. If he wants
Okay.
anything specific or in stone, he'd have to, try and find somebody else to talk to.
Okay. Yeah, he's going to go to a different area, and he's gonna sort of inquire as to, like where the Nakart Manor might be.
The Nakarts actually live in Somia, which is kind of weird, but because their presence is seldom ever there, the manor kind of blends into the Shanty Outer Sphere as being abandoned.
Okay. But so he's not able to glean like the locate or the general location of this of the manor in question.
This is another one of those things where if Dirge just asks about it, people point southwards, and you can just kind of see the keep looming in the distance.
Okay, so it's more of a keep and not a manor.
Yes, it is a small keep.
Relatively speaking.
Yeah. Before oh well, I'm sorry, that's history. Never mind. Yeah, if Dirge would be able to know the location of it, but wouldn't know anything about it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like, hey,
Well,
where do
he's
the
trying-
Nakarts live? Well, that thing's pretty big and they're pretty rich.
Yeah. Well, he's trying to find out, so as a stakeout point, because we got to find out like where we're going to be busting into, or at least know where they are. So I guess that's sort of all he's going to do for the moment without the rest of the team around. And he's going to head back and kind of, I guess, go over what he learned with everybody. Figure out how we should do this.
What's the plan?
This Anadelia woman that we were gonna ransom her, right? Or kidnap her.
Yeah.
Is that?
I just
So
want to.
found
I just
out
want to do
where
something.
they're supposed to be. The problem is, it's a big freaking castle, like over there. So, I mean, I guess we ought to at least head over there and just see what kind of detail they have, and if this is even something we're going to be able to do there or not. Um, so I guess y'all all want to go, or just send a few of us.
I mean, do you want to roll up
Whatever
7 people
works.
deep, or do you want to?
I would say we could roll up
Let's do it.
7 people deep and scare the shit out of them.
Well, I was thinking if we're gonna just roll up in there and hit them by surprise, we ought to do it at night.
Sure.
And get rested up and hit them when they're at their sleepiest, or at least find out when the change of the guard is. So hit them before they can hit them at the worst possible time.
Okay, so we're doing a night. Like, we're gonna kidnap her in the middle of the night.
Yeah, or just, I mean, can't kidnap her, take her out.
But the whole point of kidnapping her is to
whole
ransom
point
her.
is to kidnap her so that we can sell her back to her family. Come on now.
Well,
Like, what's the point of doing it if we're just gonna kill her?
no. Primary objective is to kidnap her and sell her back. But if we can't do that, then at
If
least
we
we
can't
can.
do that, then we have failed in the mission and we need to get out if we still can.
Well, but if we killed her, then that other rich guy would be happy, and so at least we get
Yes,
something
but
out
if
of
we
it.
killed her, then we're wanted for murder, not just for botching a kidnapping. And then we've got every single guard in the countryside after us.
Sounds
and then,
fun.
when we go up back at that guy's place and we're like, hey, we killed her instead, he'll be like, oh, I don't know these people, and have us arrested.
Yeah, but he has my mark on him.
Yes. Now let me ask you. How much good does your mark on someone else do if you are dead?
I ain't gonna die.
Dirge makes a very convincing point.
If I'm not going to die, you're backing up that evidence with, I'm currently not dead. Then yes, you are alive, and you will probably continue to live at least for the next few minutes while we discuss this plan.
You talk funny.
Woo!
Thank you, Dirge.
Roll me a wisdom save. Did that hurt Malik's feelings, man? I'm kidding.
Come on, little man. Grow
Malik
up here.
has no feelings. If you recall, his whole thing is tabula rasa.
Like I said, you talk funny. Well,
I talk funny and you talk dumb.
but I'm bigger than you.
Yes, but also I could take
I
you
poke him in the
fight,
forehead.
So...
I start poking him in the forehead. You're small.
I'm gonna cast Hold Person on Dirge.
Poke, poke, poke,
Max pop some popcorn.
I'm gonna need Dirge to roll a Wisdom save.
poke, poke, poke. Poke, herk.
Yeah,
Must
Wesley is
continue.
Dirge is
Oh.
paralyzed for a little bit.
So I just want you guys to approach Anadelia tonight and just have no spell slots and just like, hey, come with us. Like all beaten, battered, and bloodied from each other. Like, we're here to kidnap you.
While he's paralyzed, I'd like to push him over. Is there a soft thing that I can push him onto?
Woody?
I'm a barbarian. I can take it.
Okay, I just push him over onto the floor.
Bonk.
Alright,
Ooh,
so
one point of
Then
The-
I release the spell and say, "Oh, you fall down, go boom."
You know, I'm not dumb. I know you can only do that like once or twice a day.
Oh, really? So you want to find out how many more times I can do that, or shall we
Oh.
get back to talking about the plan?
Poke, poke, poke. Little magic man.
Little magic man who would like to put together a decent plan.
Well, like I said, we stake the place, we formulate an entry strategy, and then we hit him at night when the guard changes. That's what I've been saying.
Yes, and that's the good part of the plan. The bad part of the plan is killing her. The whole point is to get her out alive so that we can sell her. That's the whole point. There's no other point to it.
It's a secondary or tertiary objective.
No,
So we don't get out.
No, there can't be other objectives. There's only one objective.
You think funny too, man. Come on. We got to get something out of this.
Okay, so here's the alternative. If, for some reason, we can't make out with whatever her face is, we're going to take some stuff on the way out, like priceless vases, or, I don't know, maybe something that looks fairly shiny.
Do you have a fence prepared?
No, I don't, but also, look where we are. How hard could it be to find a fence? As soon as Lantier gets back to us, I'm sure he could find one for us.
Don't worry, Magic Man. You'll get it.
Alright, so the plan, you guys are going to go stake out the keep.
On the mouth.
Yes, we would like to go and watch the keep for tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
You watch it for the whole day?
I would like to put emphasis on when the guard changes, like at what times during the day, and
Okay.
the number of guards.
What? 14... I gotta math real quick. 12... 2... Alright,
Is it snowy
At-
out?
actually, I haven't rolled a weather check for, this week. It is not snowing. However, there are probably patches here and there of residual snow.
So it's muddy.
Yes, it's slushy at most. But it is very brisk. It is probably leaning just under that snow range, as it takes specific conditions to make snow. But if it got a little bit warmer, it probably would start snowing.
Okay, I'm going to get a board and 2 pieces of rope. I'm going to bring it with us
Okay.
because we need to cover our tracks.
I remember what I was doing. There is Lantier still hasn't came back. But there is Woody, Grax, Malik, Stormier, and Dirge, and I think that's all the members of your guys' party you have right now.
Yes.
All right. Who's the last person I named? Dirge.
Yes.
Roll me a wisdom check. I'm sorry, a wisdom save. This happens at 5 p.m.
Wisdom.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Driving.
There he
Yeah.
is.
Okay, yeah, I kept hearing you guys say, "Oh, we lost friend." I'm like, no, I'm right here. Oh, yeah, he's not in the thing. Wait, I'm right here. Let's see. I'm wondering if that was my broadcaster.
We should just kept pretending.
Yeah, I know, right? I would have cried. Alright, I'm closing some tabs on my computer. Seeing
The
if...
wind?
Wait, what wind? Oh, you know what? I'm in a video call with myself on Twitch. That would probably help to close.
What, Brandon?
I'm talking about your voice.
What is wrong with you, Brandon?
Narcissism, much.
Alright, I need my D&D notes open. I don't... If Jeff messages you guys on Facebook about the call, can you tell me? Also, if anybody else mentioned something about the session in Facebook, tell me, because I got it closed now. Alright, there we go. That should free up some bandwidth and CPU. We are good to go. So what was the last thing you guys heard me say?
I had rolled
Butts.
my I'd rolled a 2 on my wisdom save.
Oh yeah, okay. So, and this has not been uncommon for members of your party. You guys have felt the poke of familiar magic, and then with no residual effect. It wouldn't be far to induce that Elena scrying on you.
I start gyrating my hips.
Mhm.
Whoa.
We're being watched again.
Oh gosh.
I've lost control.
But otherwise, you guys are able to.
He
Go
said what?
away.
Yeah, you guys are able to watch the keep for majority of the day, just taking turns walking through the region. Oh, there's actually someone in. Whew. Other events that happen while you guys are in in Somia watching the keep. There is a character that walks up to you and begs for gold. He is rather poor. He has a very rugged look to him.
Here.
Let's kill him.
Here, go away.
I tell him to go away, peasant.
Actually, no, wait. I'll give him 5, and I'll say, "Shh, you never saw us."
He nods, accepting the gold, and says, "May the four ascended light your path. You have
Hey.
no idea how what mercy you've shown me today."
Like I said, not a word.
All right.
Inconspicuous.
Yeah, he leaves without even giving you his name. Other than that, you guys are able to watch the keep for most of the day. Around 4 o'clock, right before Elena started scrying on you guys, a large processional headed into the keep.
Boy.
In probably around 7 o'clock, half of that processional left.
Okay.
Do you stay later into the night?
The torches
Oh.
come on.
Yeah. And probably around as it starts to get bitterly cold outside, around 9 o'clock, another processional comes to the house.
What's in this procession?
Both ones that entered the house bear the banners of the Sarel family. Looking at the keep in the nighttime, you can clearly tell, looking up, there are some rooms and parts of it that are abandoned, as there are only torchlights and candlelights lit sparingly in the visible rooms. And it kind of dots the place. It's not kind of like this floor is occupied, this one isn't.
So, was this just like a big ass procession of guards that just went in there?
Servants, guards, probably some nobility. You can give me a perception check for either of the two, and I can tell you guys what you see based on that.
Most of us have dark vision, don't we?
I do. I have dark vision.
Dark vision doesn't function if there's light.
God bless America.
Function how?
So, and they may have done away with this in 5th edition, but in 3.5, dark vision didn't function if you could see a source of light, because it was essentially relying on there not being light right? So if you shift into a method of sight that relies on there being next to no light, you're essentially making yourself hypersensitive. So looking at something with dark vision that emits light would essentially make you blind because it's like a flash bomb.
So here in the handbook, it's reading, accustomed to life underground, you have superior vision in dark and dim conditions. You can see in dim light within 60 feet of you, and as if it were bright light, and in darkness as if it were dim light. I can't discern color, but gray.
Proceed.
Yeah, I mean, you guys got 11s. That's what you got. You guys noticed the things I pointed out before.
Okay, so what's the plan, boys?
What do I see, Brandon?
Malik would notice on the first processional, and let me kind of describe the area a little bit for you guys. So Mia is Mia's in the outer sphere. So there is a mixture of there's a mixture of slums here, along with the nicer concourses and walkways that lead to the bridges that lead to the Palace District. And Somia connects Somia connects to Maiden's Watch Bridge and the Somia Bridge. And connects to the city proper and the Palace District. So the area you're in, there wouldn't be as big of marketplaces as the city proper, but there would be a lot more livable areas here. And this keep that you're watching, there'd probably be about 4 of them on this side of the town, although the Nakart one is the largest. It stands in the shadow of the Palace District. Just like watching all day as the sun set, eventually the shadow of the palace went over this keep. With that said, would Malik just be kind of circling it, or would he try and find some place to stake out, like inside of a building?
One second. He'd trying to think. He'd likely walk around the block a ways, alternating between walking the streets that are adjacent to the place and then walking out towards the blocks that surround it that are sort of adjacent. But you know what I'm saying? Like, he's trying to get a 2-block sweep on the place, alternating between the two to try and get a good feel for what's happening around at which times.
Okay. So Malik wouldn't notice anything. Malik wouldn't notice anything like super exceptional with that 17. At most, probably. He would get lucky enough to see the carriages of the first processional riding by. They're in it. They all seem to be. That one seemed to be focused with guards only. And inside the carriage were pretty people, to Malik's guesstimation. However, around 6:30, 7 p.m., Malik would notice Elena in the area asking, or rather walking around talking to random people.
Can I go talk to her?
You can. as you approach her, she turns and recognizes you and says, "Oh, I've been looking for you guys."
Well, you found us.
She says, What are you doing over here? I saw the Milsarai barbarian basically planted in this area. He started dancing. It was unpleasant.
It was unpleasant.
Elena's arm is wrapped. While you notice she is in her normal elaborate dress of white and gold, her arm is wrapped in a burlap bandage. Did you guys lose me again?
No.
Oh, we got you.
No,
Okay.
we're
Kinda
just
going
really
in and out a little
confused
bit.
at what you just said.
She did tell you guys a few days ago she'd be late coming to town because she was injured.
Is it healing well then?
She looks at her arm and says, "Oh, this is nothing. I've had a bridgehound almost rip it off once. It'll be fine." She snaps her fingers and says, "You don't get to be the world's best summoner by being weak."
What happened to your arm? You claim to be the world's best summoner?
She says, "I've got some rather unsavory fluids on me fighting the purple worm."
Well then. But okay. What are you doing in town?
She says, "Well, that was a offshoot of me getting distracted. We still have a job to do. I'm here to ensure it gets done." And she holds her arm and says, What's the plan? What are you guys doing? There's not much time left."
We're looking for that thing that you told us to look for. You know that thing.
She's gonna tilt her head and said, "I told you to look for 9 things in particular."
Yes, well. So you've found us in the middle of our plot to kidnap Anadelia Sorellia?
She raises her eyebrow and says, "The noble woman who just married that Will's girl?"
Yep.
She says, Alright, and that's a part of which of the 4 steps I gave you?
None, but we need money.
She stops and ponders for a moment and says, "I think you guys are accidentally smarter than you believe."
What do you mean?
And she says, "Anadelia is well connected. She's a..." she gestures to the keep. And so she's a political giant here. Kidnapping her isn't something that's going to accomplish our goals and cause chaos. The whole country will unite and try and find her. However...
Right, and then we'd sell her back, as the ransoming stuff usually goes.
She says, "What if members of the Heart of Embers kidnapped her wife?"
You make a valid point.
Does this mean we get to go start a riot?
She says, "No, it means you get to play dress up." And she looks and says, "Oh, I'm sorry, that sounded rude. That was not sarcasm, that was true. Go beat up some of them, take their clothes, grab her, drop them off with her boss, and we get out of here. And that's one of the major things we need done out of the way."
Alive or dead?
Elena,
Job done.
Elena grimaces and says, "I don't like killing when we can avoid it."
You may not, but does it get the job done better?
She says, our Anadelia will lead a witch hunt across this nation for the things she cares about.
Against the Heart of Embers.
Elena nods.
So how's that our problem?
And she says, if our enemies are fighting each other, it makes it easier for us to enact our goals.
So we do kill her.
Yes. No. No.
She says, "We need chaos, not unity. As long as she's alive and causing strife, she's fine to be alive.
Fair enough.
And if we put the carrot in front of her face and she chases it, then I think the carrot needs to not be rotting."
Interesting
poisoned.
allegory, but I understand. Or broken. I think broken is a better word you're looking for. Broken carrots are harder to eat.
She nods and says, "Have you had any luck infiltrating the cult?"
We
Trading.
just got into town. We literally got into town like yesterday.
Alright, she gestures to the keep and says, "You just find a way to snatch her. This city has infrastructure and other things of ways of getting in there. You leave the muscle and getting the costumes and the cult to Terror and me."
Sewers.
She once again grimacing says, "If you must."
Well, it's an option. Oh yeah, we need money. Do you have money? We need money. We need money, right?
She says, "I've got something better than money." Ooh,
Doesn't exist.
this is gonna hurt.
Can it not?
But it's logical. Elena pulls from her belt a bag and reaches into it. Her arm goes noticeably deeper than the bag, the spatial constraints of a bag would allow. And she pulls out a single unburnt black candle and hands it to you, or hands it to Dirge.
Oh.
You notice as she lifted up, as she lifted up the folds of her dress near her waist, she had about 3 more of these, all each being burnt a little bit. She says, "If things inside there get dire, you need only to light this and speak the name of one person you know, and it will pull you to them." She grits her teeth and says, "It only works once."
I remember that thing. Why does it only work once?
I sniff the candle.
She says it's very potent magic, and these things aren't easy to find.
Magic man!
It was for you one time.
Yeah, you guys actually did retrieve this one for her. It has a little bit of Teldrin's blood still on it. I say, oh, that looks familiar.
I'm gonna give this to the little magic man because magic.
What is Malik's alignment? Or you don't have to. You don't have to say it. I'll look it up on my other screen.
True neutral.
Okay.
Really?
What did you think it was?
I don't know, man. Like, chaotic good, I thought.
I would not peg Malik for chaotic good or lawful. Malik's committed so many crimes with you guys.
I never said lawful, I said chaotic.
Said lawful.
Circumstance.
I did not say lawful. I said
I said
Taylor
lawful.
said lawful.
Oh.
Yeah, he too gleefully commits to just murder and straight up crimes.
Yeah,
He
lawful
could be
as you guys are
considered
planning a
chaotic neutral.
kidnapping.
He could be considered chaotic neutral. He's a little bit methodical when he wants to be, which has sparkings of lawful, but not really enough to put him over to that edge. But mostly true neutral because if there's enough stimuli in any one direction, he'll go with that. So he could commit lawful good acts just as quickly as he could commit chaotic evil acts.
Elena tells you that, or rather, Malik can add a black candle of invocation to his inventory. Elena tells
Why's
you
it gotta be black?
that's what it is. All right, a African American candle of invocation.
Got it.
I pat Malik on the head. There you go, magic man.
It functions as the candle of invocation from the player's handbook, with the reverse effect of, instead of casting gate when it is first lit, it casts a reverse gate, making a way gate of sorts to the person's name who you say.
Fancy, fancy. Sounds expensive. Super expensive.
I'll nod. Yes, but why do we need this?
To escape.
Yeah, Elena holds up a hand to Dirge, just like that. Oh, you guys couldn't see that gesture. Just, basically...
Oh.
Yeah, basically just gesturing what he said.
Escape.
Holding up a platter underneath Dirge's words.
I am intelligent.
But ideally, we won't need to burn such a rare item for just escaping.
She says, escaping with the spouse in tow.
So, would this work? As in, can we just walk up to her, touch her, and then light it, and then teleport out with her? Is that how it works?
She says, I would prefer that back, if at all possible.
So that is how it works, is what you're saying.
Right.
She says, I've never used one of those on more than a handful of people. Tara and I have traveled with it before, but I don't know if it's magic's potent enough to carry 6 of you, then if you have that elf with you, him included, 7. Don't rely on it, is all I'm saying.
Well, we still got to figure out how to get in here.
Yeah.
That's going to be hard.
Elena says, I'll be back before sunrise with the outfits.
Sounds good.
She leaves. To find you guys, Elena rolled a 5 on her investigation check.
Yeah, we're not hard to find.
Well, no, she didn't find you guys. Malik found her looking for you. She knew.
How long has she been looking for us?
Since she scryed on Dirge and was just like, I don't even have the spell slots to send 500 sendings back and forth with him right now. Let me just go over there. Scries on Dirge. Dirge starts dancing. What?
Defensive.
Kaloo
It's a defensive mechanism.
Alright,
so,
so you guys want to try and find a way inside?
Do they even have like a sewer system, as in that's not the open street?
In town, investigating, there is flowing water in some of the more official buildings that you've been to. Yeah, you guys, the Palace District also is lined with aqueducts.
Okay.
That being said, too, the God of Water lives right outside the town in the bay. So a lot of the buildings have awkward flowing water in that region of the town, which would be Eileen and Maiden's Watch.
Okay. So would that be something? So they have flowing water. So,
you also know Arter Sarai is literally the oldest nation in existence out of the current nations, as it's the only one that has, instead of being destroyed and reformed, has just kind of transformed with each destruction.
so there's city. There's like old city on old city on old city, kind of going on here.
Yes.
Okay, interesting.
Well,
So what do you think,
actually, no, but kind of yes.
Okay.
Is the best way to put that.
No, but yes, got it.
Yeah.
So what you think, guys?
Oh, but yes.
It would be a history check.
Wrong character for that, but I can try it.
Dirge no thanks.
Yeah, he knows a thing. Let me see here.
Woo! Dirge knows a lot of things. Well, Dirge is a Milsrai, and his people were the first ones to go to war with this nation. Nearly, 3,000 years ago or so?
My great-grandfather sacked this city once.
Yeah. Dirge knows it's not city upon city, but basically the nation has kind of evolved over the years. The first capital was actually in the mountains, where a giant earth fire now burns. The second one was moved just south of the mountains, which was eventually destroyed too. Arter Sarai, or Arter itself, the city, has only been sacked twice and rebuilt. But in both times it has been the capital.
Well,
So it is the most recent capital, but it's not like 3,000 years of civilization on top of it. This one is probably at most like 500, 600 years of civilization on top of itself.
so he's just going to randomly start spouting like a very detailed history and lore about this place, like how it was sacked about 500 years ago by such and such orc chieftain. Just, he's just going to keep going about it until someone stops him because natural 20.
Yeah, and I imagine this all comes to Dirge as kind of like maybe traumatic stories passed down orally to him, or just memories from his people. Because Dirge grew up in Galkin, right?
He grew up in like a pigsty in Galkin somewhere.
Okay, yeah.
So, I mean, he probably picked all that up from his days in the Merry Band or something. Like these two wackos, and they're just talking about how that city used to be sacked and all the time, and he's like, "Oh, that's interesting."
Yeah, the way wars are fought in Cedal and the way they're fought in Galkin are two totally different things. So it would, I imagine, like hearing these stories, the Milsarai of old would have done this, had we had the opportunity. And it's probably how Dirge knows all this.
Back in our day, we had fast moving at level 1. But yeah, at that, I guess start looking for an entrance to the Octopus. Maybe.
Is that what the party does?
That's my suggestion.
Alright, so you guys need to find a way to get in there and get her out. As far as sewers go, this would actually, I'm sorry. These buildings on this side of town would not have water running off the top of them. That'd be specifically in Maiden's Watch for now, just because of the winter. However, you can easily see where there are drains, where some type of water architecture would exist for the keep.
Okay. Are these man-sized drains, or are they just like little water drains?
They're in the corners of the keep, where the towers kind of rise at. There are divots built into the stone where water is expected to flow down.
Okay.
And this builds up onto a not kept garden around the keep. It's kind of, let's see if I can draw this out for you. This kind of makes me wish I had my tablet. Alright, so here we go. I'm drawing in black on a black background.
Could you, when you're done with that, could you describe the outside of the place once more?
Okay. Let's see if I can do this any quicker. Alright, so that's like the top of the building right there. And it kinda rises up over the rest of it. And there is this kind of raised pyramidal area that the keep is built into, and in this area is where gardens and trees would be.
Okay.
And oh, I've thought I switched to green because why are you just being dumb? There you go. There you go. Yeah. So in this raised area is where where the gardens would be if it wasn't the middle of winter.
Right.
And then in the stonework, because it's not uncommon for structures to have flowing water architecture, and I switched to black because I'm dumb. There we go. We'll use dark blue.
Okay.
There are grooves in the stonework for the water to flow downwards into the corners of this raised area. Like you can see that, and just 1 + 1 means, hey, that water's got to go someplace.
Right.
And not being able to grow the greenery in the winter, you could see the makings of grates there.
Okay. All right. So he'll. I guess while Matt's looking at other things, he's going to go up to one of the grates and kind of like see how firmly embedded it is in the
Okay.
ground.
Moving up towards the keep, there are guards stationed patrolling around here as the area there's a small estate around it of just cleared buildings, and then it's built onto that raised platform, so Dirge would be easily noticed kind of going towards the grate. The guards do stop you and say, do you have business in the keep?
No, not really. I'm surveying the area. I have a lot of interest in this particular part of town.
They gesture to the stone to this it'd probably be a stone walkway leading through the arching over the garden area, and say the entrance gate is that way. You can arrange a meeting with the steward and have any business you need attended to.
Oh, that's not entirely necessary. I was just looking at the architecture.
They look up at it too and says, "Old, isn't it? It's from another era of Ardor Sarai."
Yeah, pretty sure my ancestors ransacked this place at one point or another.
They laugh and say, huh, maybe in the waking era.
Okay. He's gonna look around and see how many guards are actually like in the area. Does there seem to be like a huge amount of guards, or just enough guards to get the job done, or?
It seems to be enough to get the job done, just kind of to keep enough to keep feet and eyes on the keep, as this is a basically outdated fortress.
Okay.
They wouldn't need a lot of manpower to hold it, but also they wouldn't need a lot of manpower to patrol it, because if you're attacking it, you're kind of insane.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to turn and head back to the group.
All right,
And
he's able to do so.
And was he able to get close enough to those grates to see if they were man-sized or not?
He was. He probably got within maybe 30 feet of the raised area,
Okay.
and he could see the grates bent kind of like a quarter of a sphere over the ground where
Mhm.
they basically went off into darkness. He couldn't see down them, but he could see like that much of them that, oh yeah, if we could somehow remove that or bend those or break those, definitely entry in, or there's some definite system under there.
Okay. He's gonna go to group. He's gonna go to the group and said, "I think we can hit it at midnight."
That's what I'm hearing. That sounds like a plan.
All
Do
right.
it.
Yep. We're going to the sewers. There's not many guards here. We'll just have to be quick.
Does Dirge have a plan for opening the grates or finding another way in?
Yeah, we got 2 barbarians in the party, dude. We can't. I mean, you can't get much more manpower than that, and a fighter.
Pull it. I love it.
We got 2 barbarians and a fighter.
All right. So you guys wait on Elena?
Yeah.
Okay. It is actually the latter part of midnight that she contacts you. And says, Tara has the outfits. Where should I send him to meet you?
There's abandoned buildings nearby, right?
The area has been bought out by the Nakarts, so where this is kind of like really close living quarters, there is an area of clear buildings around this keep. There are taverns nearby, and merchants, and plenty of stuff, but this is not by any means a dead part of town.
Okay.
If anything, this is kind of like an not abandoned, but like someplace that began to be gentrified, and
Gentrified.
yeah, and the process was just kind of like, you know what? Let's devote our efforts someplace else, and then people move back into it.
Okay. So we can find just like a unoccupied corner to put the stuff on,
Okay.
and like I said, I think maybe we should just make a beeline for one of those grates, pop it open, jump in, and then we'll try to get inside as quick as we can.
Okay. Things your party does know are in this area. There is a temple devoted to the Chantry of Discipline in this area, where a sage named Nerenius keeps books that is pretty barren quite often.
Okay, well, I guess we can use that then.
All right. You head there, and surprisingly, there is a beggar sitting on top of a crate outside the temple. You have seen him before. He as he comes by, he says, "You."
You again.
He points and says, "Man, drop this off for you." And he holds his hand, showing 15 gold coins in it and some shattered pieces of ruby, and says, "Gave me all this to watch it for you."
Big hairy guy, very unpleasant.
He nods and says, "I wouldn't say unpleasant, just quiet, contemplative. Some people like that sort of thing. He shrugs.
Oh, good job. Now shoot.
Yeah, he says, oh, if I keep making this much money, I'll have my shot back in no time. He kicks his heels and walks off into the distance.
Shoo. Go on now. Shoo.
Yeah,
My
you
crate.
have the crate. Inside, there are 7 outfits, all bearing a bright red robes with crosses in them that are upside down. Are kind of to represent a sword.
Well done.
All in all, the outfit would clearly mark you as members of the Heart of Embers. It's got a very fiery appeal to it.
Excellent. I undress.
Put one on.
Oh yeah, and I put one on too. Yeah, that's kind of important.
Alright, you guys find an alleyway to do this in, or you just...
Yeah, just. I mean, I don't imagine it takes very long, so just.
Just
throw it on.
one of you guys, go ahead and roll me a flat d20. If you're proficient with stealth, you can go ahead and add that to it. Just kind of how
Actually-
subtle you guys are about doing this.
I actually think that I am. Hold on. Yeah, I'm proficient stealth. Let me do it.
Can't you just roll stealth decks?
-1 stealth. Here we go.
This is just kind of a party roll for you guys.
Not
Really,
Yeah.
really.
bad. Hey.
We're gonna die.
Mhm.
We're all gonna
It might
die.
help if Taylor.
What now?
Please don't ever roll again.
Hey, Taylor's got a +2 in stealth. That's better than the -1.
Yeah.
I had a
Still
plus
roll
4 and I couldn't get a 13.
I blame
rolled
roll
the same.
20.
Yeah. Alright. So, yeah, you guys are dressed in full Heart of Embers gear. There are torches and candles in the, there are torches and candles in the crate, and effigies. So you guys could really act the part. But yeah, you can roam around town in your get up.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, alright guys, what are we doing? Are we going straight in, or what time is it?
It is probably somewhere around 1 a.m.
That's about right.
Let's do it.
So,
Alright, the first thing you guys notice is this part of town doesn't really, the closest it's been to quiet has been near the temple that Nerenius runs when you were picking up the crate. There are still people moving about the street at 1 a.m. in the morning. Not as many, but the most noticeable different thing you guys notice now... Okay, whatever. Anyways, the thing that sticks out the most to you is once you put these outfits on, and you're walking around with, I assume, a torch for warmth and candles lit, people give you a wide, respectable berth. Like,
I have no. This feels weird.
This feels good.
I like it.
Getting used to it.
if anything, insight would kind of be like trying to get what this feeling is, but otherwise, that's just what you guys notice.
Probably fear.
You know what? I'll give that to you for free. It is most definitely fear.
What did I tell you about rolling?
Yeah, as Grax has been stalked by the Heart of Embers before and almost kidnapped. They don't have a too healthy opinion about them right now.
Okay, so do we? So we just have like torches and candles. Do we have any like banners or like posters or anything that we're holding up?
Well, you guys got an effigy you can set on fire. Actually,
Yeah.
I'll roll you a d4 for how many effigies you have.
Fire's cool. Let's do that.
Yeah, fire.
Stormier's just like, wait, we're burning things? I'm back. You guys
I'm
have,
burning stuff.
you guys have 2 effigies that I will allow to
Die over here.
burn for, each one will burn for 2 hours.
Okay, so can they be used as weapons?
I mean, how I'm imagining these is they're kind of like probably some sort of wet wood oiled so that it burns slowly with maybe a cloth wrapped around it or something else, and then a like a metal pole that won't be caught on fire stuck in it, and then leather around it so you can actually hold it for some time. So you could, however, it's not the sturdiest weapon. You might get 2 or 3 swings before you break off the effigy.
Okay, so we run it up on the house.
I thought we were going through a sewer.
Yeah, we had to sort of get on the grounds before we get into the sewer, as I understood it. But yeah, that's the goal. But it's like on the castle grounds.
Okay. Yeah, so as your procession of Zealot... Oh! Final thing I forgot to mention. In the... Oh man, this is going to be real important too. Okay, in the crate, there is actually a folded, there's a folded couple notes of papyrus at the bottom of it. Once you get it, once you all get your gear on, you guys would notice that it's the final item in there.
Okay, something red on them?
Yes. It's actually a map, and it says, it is a map leading to the city proper, and it says, Lord Gavrin Dalyan Alakan.
Okay.
And
right.
I guess the note would be, for when you finish, are probably scribbled very quickly at the bottom of it, would be Elena's handwriting, and say, when you finish, take her here.
Okay. I'll keep that close at hand then. Okay, so can we just, if we sort of time this right, can we just walk up to one of these grates?
Yes, the guards at night are fewer in between. You still notice there are torches and candles lit in different rooms inside the keep, even at this late hour. So it's safe to assume there's more than just the outside guards, but yeah, you should be able to try and make your way in.
Okay.
You guys wait between 2 passing guards?
Yeah, I mean, if we can just pass them and like sort of head up to the grate.
Okay.
Kind of low key.
Go ahead and roll me a flat d20 for the party's luck. One person can choose to do this.
I'm not gonna roll. Somebody else roll.
Want me to?
Let's
No,
make
not
it,
you.
let's make
Stop.
it. He's got him.
I've rolled a nat 20 tonight. Let me do it.
Do it.
Believe.
Watch it be in that one.
You're fired.
9. All
Good
right.
horse.
Damn it. Why?
So you guys wait between two passing guards, and you begin to rush towards the exposed sewer area you found.
No. Low key.
Okay, yeah, walking slowly. One set of guards in the distance, the ones who would next be walking through this area, do take note and start walking in your direction.
Are we close to the grate?
You're closer than they are.
How close are we?
As close as Dirge was before you was stopped, so you're probably about 25, 30 feet from it. You're
Faster.
Yeah, you're a 6 seconds of your normal moving speed way, or like 3 seconds of a sprint.
Somebody distract him real quick. Storm here with me.
What's up?
Great. Grab it.
The guards coming towards you start shouting, saying, how many times have we told you, zealots? Nobody wants you around here.
And
The Sorrels are not going to change their ways.
grab the grate. Let's do
We
it.
have
Come on.
silence.
I grabbed the grate with.
Alright, you guys
Sorry,
can-
I'm trying not to die.
You guys can roll me some athletics checks.
Sure.
Am I-
Something
Can I
I'm
cast
actually good
darkness?
at.
Cast darkness as a cantrip.
No, I'm a tiefling, 5th level. I get it for free.
Okay.
This grate offends our religion.
Yes, you can. If you have it in Roll20, could you post it so I can read it so I don't have to look it up?
Man, fuck this grate.
I just see Justin like this fucking skinny ass like wood elf with a beer gut
So,
Hold my
trying
beer.
to keep up with me
everybody,
and
everybody goes
Leslie.
for the barbarian lockpicking attempt.
To be clear, I'll cast darkness after everybody has placed their hands on the grate, so that nobody's, searching
Yeah.
for the grate.
I'm gonna pop this thing.
Okay.
I'd like to cast magic missile at the darkness.
We die.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Thanks.
you're a druid. You don't even have magic missile. Anyways, though, I actually set the DC at 25 for that, as it would be very hard to get that out of the ground.
Yeah, but there's three of us.
Yeah,
I got it.
yeah, and I was about to say, you guys go to tugging on it, and you feel this is kind of a stony metal as it's aged for a long time, and you just feel it bolted heavily into the ground, not even moving, before Grax comes along and adds a third pair of hands. And tugging and tugging and tugging at this, there's a couple areas where it's rusted, and finally it just snaps free. Like a good portion of the grate. You guys are able to bend it backwards.
Okay. So-
Enough that you can all fit in there individually.
He's like,
Bend
go,
it
go,
like
go, go, go.
Beckham.
With that said, the guards would be about entering your guys' magical darkness now as they start swatting forward.
Go, 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 go. Jump.
Everybody funnels in.
yep.
Yeah,
Can
I'm
I
messing
bend-
around. Yep.
Can I bend the grate back? Can I go last and then bend the grate back when I come down?
So first of all, let's see. You're in magical darkness, so I don't think dark vision works.
Well, but
With
I've got my
this.
hand on the grate, like right in front of the hole, though.
Yes. So here's what happens. Dirge starts funneling his companions forward, each one leaping through darkness into this place. Dirge then turns to leap and kind of get a footing to bend it back, and there's no footing. He is hanging on the grate.
Okay.
I mean, he can shimmy his own weight, as much as that is going to do, but that might be.
Well, he's about 400 pounds, so like.
Is Dirge that massive?
Yeah, he's like 7 feet.
Okay. I'm going to roll a percentage die to see if it breaks or if it moves back in place. And I didn't set what was what before I rolled that die. I just rolled them. So, high, it breaks. If it's low, it bends back in your favor.
Okay.
29. You are able to bend it with your weight. You're able to bend it enough to where it's uncomfortable for someone to try and squeeze through it. Not enough
Fair
to
enough.
close it behind you.
Fair
You
enough.
are dangling in the darkness before you feel other hands on the grate. You can see nothing.
Alright, I'm gonna let go and drop down.
Alright. Let us look up the rules of falling in this edition.
Everybody else would have already fallen, so.
Yes. I was just waiting until everybody got in to go to the next scene.
We're dead.
Not yet.
We hit the ground and ragdoll.
Yeah.
A 1,000-foot drop. DM kills us.
Load your quick save file, guys. Try it again. Let's see. 186. That should be 183. Falling. A fall from a great height is one of the most common hazards facing a... Really? I feel like most people don't ever suffer from falling. The end of a fall, a creature takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet it fell, to a maximum of 20d6. The creature lands prone unless it avoids taking damage from the fall. Alright, you guys all end up taking 9 points of falling damage. It is a noticeable fall before you guys all hit a stony slanted surface.
Look out below.
Out
How long
of
does it take for the red to fade from the corners of our sight?
if you just hide behind a building and crouch, it'll probably be about 3 seconds. But no, you
Good.
fell a total of 30 feet. And looking up, those with dark vision can see the magical darkness. Well, they can see the magical darkness that they can't see through. And looking around, you can see where water would be channeled to the sewers if there was flowing water from this area.
Alright. So I guess we just rush that way, right?
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Okay. You know, just from the way you're facing. Let's see. I'll draw this out right here. The water is running in that direction. If you see that arrow, towards where you can hear, loosely flow or lightly flowing water. You do know that from the direction you guys came in, the keep is in that direction, and there is a stone wall there.
Real quick, it goes without saying that as soon as we touch down, I'll dismiss darkness.
Okay. Those with dark vision can see above that there's torchlight above, and there are soldiers bending the grate and looking down. You can hear someone saying, "Get rope! Get rope!"
Go, go, go.
We have rope. What's wrong?
I I have,
I have
so
rope.
much rope. I have like 400 meters of rope.
Do you offer
I'm
it to
gonna
the
rob
soldiers trying to pursue you?
No.
Well, they continue their calls of "Go get rope."
Can you light the rope on fire if they drop it down, Woody?
Yeah, you me too.
We're not going to be
Yeah.
here.
All right, so do you guys go into the next
Before we
room?
proceed, I'm going to cast Mage Armor on both Dirge and Stormier.
Nice.
Yeah, that 19 AC. What up?
20 AC. I'm sorry, 19. You're right. My bad. Oh, why did I say that? I should have just kept it at 20. Anyway.
We proceed into the sewers.
We're running.
Okay.
The heist, boys. The
Follow-up
heist.
question. Am I wearing my chainmail?
You could have easily put it on underneath your robes.
Okay. I think I shall forego it because I need my stealth.
Okay. The first thing you notice moving towards the sewers is there are torches lit down here. Once you get there, to your let's see. So you walk in that room to your right.
Hey, real quick, as we go through the sewers, can we douse the torches?
You can. However,
I assume you mean that there are torches lit everywhere, right?
not completely everywhere. It seems that there are, it seems that there is some sort of system here, and this is just something Malik can inspect. There are pipes on the walls with handles, or rather what can primitively be called piping, with handles on them. Someone manually is coming to work parts of this sewer.
Okay. As we proceed through the sewers, then, I would like to mark underneath the torches that we pass with acid splash biting into the stonework underneath the torches.
Okay, well, this is the first thing. As soon as you guys get into the sewers, to your right is the direction you need to go towards the keep. There is the walkways that line the sewers lead to a stone wall, and the water channel has large metal rods going through it, but you can see into the chamber that lies beyond.
Okay.
So I don't need to mark our way.
If you can find a way to get through these bars, you do not. If you can't, you do.
Wait, we're getting through. I didn't hear that last part. My headset beeped. I'm sorry.
So the area that connects with the keep is directly to your right. However, it doesn't seem that there is access to it from the sewers.
Would it be possible to but since I have like a massive sledgehammer, is it possible to break up some of the stones so we can yank these bars out and then go in that way?
You can also assume that it won't be long before you guys are pursued. That is something you can do, but it might be time consuming.
So there's no access. There's just bars. Yeah.
Yes.
So there was really not much hope of us getting to the keep from the sewers in the first place?
You guys don't know that. I'm just telling you what you see in this room.
Okay. Let me just try it real quick, see how much rock I can bust in a couple of seconds.
Swing something at it. That's the answer to everything.
Well, I mean, it got the grate off.
It did. Wait a minute before you do that. Does anybody have anything that can Hang on a minute. I might have.
Do I need
No, I
to do
don't.
another athletics check?
Thought I prepared. What's that name of that fucking?
I could attempt to use acid splash to weaken these bars so that we can.
Yeah.
It is a cantrip.
Is anybody looking through the bars into the next chamber?
I will. I can do that.
To do so, you're going to have to get in the water.
That's fine. I can swim.
All right.
Wait. How deep is that water? Can we tell?
There. It's not very deep. Dirge getting in would probably be waist length for him, which would probably be abdomen length for anybody else.
Will it hinder us?
Not particularly. It is flowing. The first thing Dirge notices, from it is exceptionally cold. And ever so often, he feels a small, inconsistent, pocket of warm water, just barely
Ew.
stopping this water from freezing. Dirge reckons if he stays down here any more than probably a half a minute, he's gonna have to start rolling Constitution saves.
Well, I mean, if there were a save that I would prefer to roll, yeah, my butt cheeks are clenched. So, yeah, I'll go look through those grates real quick.
Okay. Yeah, you can see into the next room. Where the rest of this area is kind of, that you're in is kind of like a stony underworks. In front of you, you can see, oh, you don't remember the wooden walkway. You can see, wooden structures built, in the next room, as it is something that is frequently accessed. You can also see a wooden door leading into the stone, to your left looking into the room.
Okay. So it looks like there's a roundabout way to get in there.
Possibly.
Okay. He's like, there's a door that leads into that room. We can try to find that. So I guess just head farther down.
But
oh.
just me.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Justin.
But I can't get everyone else through the bars.
Well, it might be easier for you to find us a way in from the other side than us looking around.
I mean, yeah, sure, okay. So, how far wide are these bars?
These bars are probably 8 inches, maybe 7.
So I can stick my arm through it.
Yeah, something small can easily get through here. Getting a whole body through here, particularly your head, seems to be an impossible feat. Stormier and Dirge definitely could get through here, or couldn't get through here.
Rip.
Yeah, their biceps
Y'all
wouldn't
thick is
even
what he's
fit.
saying.
Uh-huh.
Neither could Grex.
We too swole.
I would like to raise again. What if I just coat the bars in acid and then we have Grax tear them apart?
Does Grax want to touch acid-coated bars, and then let me look up acid spray and determine what that would do to
Acid
these
splash.
bars, or acid splash?
Are the bars submerged? The bars aren't submerged, yeah? How far up do they go?
There are probably about 3 feet of them out of the water, and the other 5 feet of them are submerged.
What's the DC for
for pulling these. Taylor? Oop, I see him talking. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
We
you.
can still hear you.
Okay,
but
I
we
heard
can't hear
what's
Taylor.
the DC for, and then I see his mic flash, and then I didn't hear anything else.
He just wanted to know what was even been in the bars.
Alright, let's see. First, Acid Splash. You hurl a bubble of acid. Choose one creature within range, or choose two creatures within range that are within 5 feet of each other. The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw, or take 1d6 of acid damage. This spell's damage increases 1d6 when you reach 5th, and 2d6, etc, etc, etc. Yeah, I'm gonna rule that Acid Splash would weaken them, but it would be so minor that there would be better ways of going about it. However, you could sit here and spray acid if you wanted to. Sorry.
Let me get on the other side of it first.
Okay. Grax, looking at this, can tell that these bars are some sort of steel. They are not as worn as the ones up above that he pulled out. The bars themselves, bending them, would probably be a check out of his limits. However, breaking the stone is very plausible.
I would like to.
Oh man, that is loud.
Boom, 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 boom.
Hunga munga.
Do I need to do an athletics check for the stone?
What's Grax trying to break the stone with? Because that's going to matter a lot. So, the general theory is to start laying into the bars here. So Woody goes onto the other side. Malik casts Acid Splash on them, and Grax begins pounding at them.
He is outside of my.
Body will fit through the other side.
I lagging real bad. I heard outside of my, and then body will fit to the other side.
It would fit.
You heard correctly.
Okay, cool.
Proceed.
Yeah, if you wild shape to something small, perhaps like a spider.
Range, then
I
snake.
do a snake, yeah.
Snake has to swim through the water.
I could carry the snake and then
I'm gonna
snake
do.
doesn't have to swim.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cast this first. Everyone here can walk on top of the water.
Nice.
Water, acid, mud, snow, quicksand, or lava.
Okay. About then, you hear the dropping of wood.
Go.
Okay. To a snake and swim on top of the water.
Snake.
Okay. You
Nick.
Danger
you are
noodle.
in the other part of the chamber. Dirge had dark vision, right?
I do.
Okay. Yes, this part is not lit as well lit as the rest of the sewers were. Wait, Woody has dark vision too, right? Oh wait, does a snake have dark vision though? Because you take on your thing's form. Yeah, you can see. You can see
No.
Yeah, you can see the chamber of the light that makes it in from glistening off the water. It is dark in here. It is unoccupied.
So actually, snakes can only see infrared in the dark. They can't see deep. In real life, snake. I just googled it.
Okay. You guys
Basically.
hear the shuffling of feet landing against stone coming from the last chamber.
All right, we need to move.
and attempt to see where that door leads on the other side.
Okay, do you unsnakeify or do you stay snaked?
A crack that the snake can fit through,
Say it again.
that I can see. The crack I can fit through.
The door, no, it is wood to the floor. Squeezing underneath it would be very uncomfortable.
I will unsnakeify.
Okay, you open the door.
Now, I mean, I can see
Oh, you have dark vision now?
dark vision now that I'm.
Okay, what's
Or-
Woody's
or what else?
perception?
You mean to roll one, or what is it?
I'm just telling you what information your character has available to you. If you want to roll a perception check, you can. Oh man, I can't click your character sheet on stream. Let's see, I'll just move this over here and click it real
A
quick.
passive perception is 15.
Okay, it's 15.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah. Woody, you go to open the door? That was a question. Okay, I'm gonna take that as a yeah. But Woody opens the door. It is unlocked. It leads to a stony chamber that's dark, and there's light in the distance as he can see there are torches here that lead from somewhere. But the thing he does notice is the door wobbles as he does so, with a small bit of dust falling off from its hinges as he opens it.
Okay.
Um,
It hasn't been used for a while.
Perhaps, or it's not fastened properly to the wall. Woody wouldn't have a background to understand what this means, but that's just something he notices.
I don't know what this means either. So. Okay, I will go through. I'm gonna keep. I can let them across.
Okay, Woody disappears into the door. Is that the choice you're making? Or do you want to communicate what you learned to your friends?
I mean, no. I'm just gonna keep moving because I don't see it as significant.
Okay.
Let's move farther down.
All right. Yeah. The footsteps are rather near as you guys finally decide to move. Moving, and I'm assuming Dirge is out of the water now.
Well, he's walking on top of the water right now. So
Okay. The only way, so from here, let me just kind of draw what you guys have been going through.
all right.
So room 1 that you entered into, you went into this room. You had the option to go through the grate. There was a wall on the other side, and the only other option takes you in the opposite direction of where you guys need to go. But turning the corner, you see another, you see a tunnel with many entrances leading off from it, in every which way. It is the Scooby-Doo hallway of tunnels.
All right. I guess we'll just wait for Woody to pop out of one of those doors. That's pretty much all we can do.
Split up, gang.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep running.
All right. I'm going to roll a percentage die for if Woody gets lost or not. I'm going to allow him a survival check to alter the results of his own volition of trying to keep up with his lefts and rights. It is a rat's nest down here, to say the least.
Okay. I'm proficient in survival.
All right. So Woody makes about maybe 5 different rights then lefts, rights then lefts, rights then lefts. Before he's finally in a large tunnel that is larger than the initial space that he was in. He doesn't recognize it, but he hears heavy flowing water.
I hear the water.
Yes, this area is well lit. There's been light flowing water or rather in the middle of the tunnel since you've been running. Woody can guesstimate from his survival check. He is he can find his way back to where he started, but he's not in any place he recognizes. I guess, and there's like really no sun or stars or anything here to point you in the right direction.
Lost on the 25.
On an 18, the percentage die that I rolled for him for his turns, he got a 10. So his 18 kind of gleamed that, oh, I can get back to where I'm at, but this is not where I need to go.
Okay.
The party would only probably be able to wait for Woody for maybe 5 or 6 more rounds before these guards are going to be on them.
All right. Y'all probably need to keep moving.
So just...
How many guards are there? Do we know that?
You don't.
Can we find a bottleneck?
This whole place is a bottleneck. Especially the area you just turned from, there's only one direction leading towards you or back up the slope.
Now, I don't mean to look at this in too much of a group one-ish perspective, but we are a group that consists of a fighter sorcerer, a fighter, and 2 barbarians right now.
We are.
Minus a healer. Actually, you guys have no healer right now because Lantier's not here and I'm not with the group.
Correct.
Fucking genius, guys.
But with the bottleneck, we can easily rotate out our members who are at the front, or just keep the barbarians at the front, since barbarians are meant to take damage anyway.
This is true.
If we kill enough of these guards, we won't have to hurry anyway.
If we kill them, we won't have to hurt them because they're dead.
So we won't have to hurry.
Kill them, we won't have to worry about them.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what I meant.
As in, worry about them reporting anywhere or making too much noise.
And we can
It's
take their gear and
difficult.
finally get some money when we sell it.
Also, it's difficult to alert anybody to intruders on the premises when you've got a sword in your neck.
Dead.
True.
That's
True.
important.
You know, he makes a good point.
Alright, so you guys are going to stay and try and fight them?
No,
We
here's
should've
what I
just-
suggest.
Where are we standing right now?
I'm assuming you guys, hold on, let me switch colors so I can actually draw on something that's noticeable. I'm assuming you guys, so you came in from here, came to this chamber, saw the grate right here, heard the guards coming behind you and decided to book it to the rest of the sewers, turned the corner and saw this long stretching hallway of tunnels and flowing water in the middle, and you're just kind of standing there deciding what to do next.
Nope.
The consensus was to wait and see where Woody comes from. Woody is up here. There you go.
I'm right there.
Not on the map. I'm just and relative to the sewers I drew.
Right here.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm trying to find you guys. I'm sorry.
Well, if
alright.
we're gonna bottleneck, let's bottleneck right here.
Hey Ben,
Yo.
do you have dark vision?
No.
Okay, so you're the only one of the four of us that doesn't have dark vision.
I don't think I do. No, I don't.
Once again, it is well lit down here, as these sewers are manned by a sanitation staff.
Let's turn the corner and douse all the torches as we go. We'll go a little ways down the hallway and douse those torches too. When they show up, doesn't Grex have a breath weapon?
I do, but I don't have dark vision either.
You don't?
As you guys are having this conversation, the guards all turn the corner. There are enough of them to fill up the area you were standing on, and they say, "Halt! You're trespassing, I believe. Wait, you're assaulting property. You're under arrest."
Fuck it, boys. Let's go.
How many of them are there?
There are
More or less than 7 will suffice.
there are 9.
That don't make.
So
Nine,
more than
that's it?
7.
Yeah.
Only 9?
There are 6 that you can see.
Roll initiative, boys.
Yep.
Alrighty.
This planning stuff. Why do we even bother with this planning stuff?
Wait, and I'm out. I'm not there. I'm sad.
Well, Woody actually noticed what you guys needed to get through, but didn't know what it meant.
I am also going to call BS on Dragonborn not having dark vision. That just makes no sense.
Alright, so you guys want to pick up here next session?
Yeah.
Alright.
54.
Game.
Yeah, you guys were very close to getting inside there. Whew! Actually, this is not where I planned for you guys to kidnap the Sorels at. I was actually planning for you guys to go to the holy ceremony today, as it is first day. And Malik went to talk to the god, and they're like, "Oh, come back tomorrow." And then you guys go there and just like, "Oh, hey, wait, isn't that the lady we're trying to kidnap? Let's get her."
Wait, so you had planned for us to do it in broad daylight in front of, what, a congregation?
Not that, but I mean, she had to travel there.
Oh, right, so we wander up to her likely guarded escort and just kill all those guys and then be like, "You're coming with us."
Have you
daylight.
have you seen Dirge run from guards holding a cart? Like, I'm just saying, Dirge in a chase scene is probably one of your guys' greatest
In
assets.
broad daylight?
I could just pick up the cart and take it with me.
Basically.
What? So okay, here's a thought process. They're just going behind this. So, Heart of Embers, fire. Once we steal this lady, like, he's probably going to want to set this whole place on fire, just to get people's attention. On like the Heart of Embers and stuff.
Oh,
Make it.
are you talking about Lady Anadelia?
Oh no! Like after right before we like teleport out with her or whatever. He's going to want to try to set the keep on fire.
Okay, yeah, that's something he can do. He can also just plant one of the effigies in the ground and set it on fire.
Oh, that's subtle.
Yeah.
I don't like subtle.
I suggest watching Group 2's session, where one of these guys, one of the Hearts of Ember guys, basically puts a burning cross in front of Brock's wife and just lectures her on how she needs to be cleansed by fire. She's like, could you just, like, not? That's pretty much their style.
Yeah, they think too small. They gotta go big or go home.
I'm going to say, I'm gonna say 250 experience tonight for Woody following up with his Daliath and getting some information on Curious. You guys actually do have enough to where you can tangibly follow leads behind him. It's just not something I expected you guys to want to do tonight, and he's also is in a place you can find, but not anywhere near you. I'm also going to give you another 250 for accidentally convincing Elena to give you a candle. As they do have their own small storyline around them. And I'm just going to give you another 100 for advancing the plot, and the rest of the experience is going to come on whether you guys succeed or fail next session. So that should be 600 in total. Yeah.
all
If
of
we
us.
fail next session, that's going to be it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Probably.
if you guys get thrown in jail, you guys won't be killed. Also,
Probably be a good place to end this leg of the story too.
yeah. Also, too, if you never forget, you can scapegoat Elena and just like, hey, you might hate us, but someone else hired us. You know, there's this whole shadow organization you should pursue.
How much total experience was it?
600.
600.
Okay.
Just for those watching the story, Anadelia is someone who very much values information, and even if you guys fail here, she would most likely be willing to, and it's just like me thinking out loud, most likely be willing to hire you as spies or something of the sort.
That sounds like we need to be subtle.
Yeah, of not kidnapping her girlfriend, or her wife, of course. But yeah, otherwise, good session. You guys did drive me a little bit crazy at the start of devoting an entire session to coming up with a plan. The last 5 minutes, or the last 10 minutes of the last session, throwing that plan out the window. And then the first 20 minutes of this session pursuing that plan, and then spending the next 10 minutes throwing that plan out the window and going back to the original plan.
We're group one. What do you say?
I was
Yeah, but
like,
vodka.
You mentioned earlier that you had planned this or that thing, and I'm just sitting here like, he's still planning for this?
I was like, how are you planning for us still? Like, that's just. I get being hopefully optimistic, but Brandon.
well, no, see, what I planned tonight was if you guys went to the temple and listened to the services of First Day, I had Umiya's speech written out because Malik said he wanted to go there, and that's kind of something I want to be consistent across all the groups is the gods. So they all have very distinct personalities and stuff. So I planned a lot of the content of what would happen in the temple if you guys went there.
So, just full disclosure, Malik did plan to go there, but then something else more interesting popped up. He doesn't really, he is looking for proof, but he's not looking for proof that he's wrong, right? Because he's got a little bit of naive arrogance to him. He's looking for the proof that he wants.
Yeah. I was also a little scared tonight because I didn't know if Malik would get himself thrown in a water jail. So, kind of nice that it didn't happen. I don't know. I have to think about that a little bit more. In any case, hopefully, man, really want to see how this turns out. Yeah, I'm gonna end the broadcast there.
God.
Is that all I can say? That's like even a cliffhanger for me.